Since February 2022, I've made it a goal of mine not to just become in touch with my femininity, but truly live within my femininity. I started watching a lot of female red pill content creators with the idea in mind that this is what femininity looks like. As time has gone on, I've learned that true femininity is being nurturing, loving, understanding, non-judgmental, non-critical, non-argumentative, combative, delivering opinions that may be perceived as negative in a gentle, delicate, and classy manner. But most importantly, sometimes refraining from giving your opinion at all if it compromises or can lead to compromising any other aspects of your femininity in the moment. This is why I don't think that the red pill community has any space for women. Making a career or hobby out of arguing with men and women on the internet while delivering opinions, critiques in a harsh, condescending, and sometimes straight up rude manner is everything except for feminine. This is why I stopped watching female red pill content creators, because they preach something that they don't practice themselves. I used to be just as nasty, calling people whales and fat asses and speaking in a very high and mighty tone, and changing that about myself has made me a much happier person. I truly believe that these red pill women are very anxious and miserable human beings, because what feminine woman can truly be happy and relaxed when making something like this their career hobby? So shout out to Ashley LaRock. She's one of my longtime subscribers, viewers. I think she's been on a couple of my live streams in the past, and I think she touches on some great points that is discussed and has come up a lot more recent in terms of the female red pill content creator space. Now, we all know it is a lucrative space to be in for a woman, especially if you're decent looking and you're quote unquote a pick me, or basically your content is geared towards men, and as some would say, you being a men or a male advocate. We've seen a lot of women being exposed within this space that they're not really like that, and they can be called hypocrites, charlatans, grifters, all these different terms in reference to this. So my thoughts on it at the end of the day is, some of these women were married, have been married, some still are married. Some of them know, as I said, that there are talking points. There are a group of disgruntled men on YouTube and on the internet that like to hear women holding other women accountable, for lack of a better term, which is great that women can speak to other women in reference to things. But if a lot of the content is just basically doing the same thing that a lot of these male content creators are doing, which is putting down women and not having solutions, then yes, that's an issue. And that was one thing that she was talking about. And what she was also talking about here is basically self-reflection. We can sit and point fingers, same thing with men. We can make all these videos and point fingers at women, but if we don't have really any solutions, and if we're really doing the same things that these women are doing or haven't learned anything, and we can sit on a throne or a high horse and say these things, then yeah, there's an issue. A lot of men tend to flock to these women because they're saying these things, and it's easier to digest. And it's not many of the female content creators in this space, and it's just not sexy. It's not controversial enough if you're more so talking about how to be a better wife, right? How to cater to your husband, how to be more feminine. And I'm pretty sure there are female content creators out there that are covering that, but they're not going to be as popular if that's all they're talking about. Some may be. In terms of red pill content, women being aware of these things, what is a man looking for at the end of the day? From a woman's perspective, how do I have a successful marriage? How do I have a successful relationship? How do I do these things? What is it that I should be doing in terms of sexual, in terms of mentally, physically, in terms of communication? What is this man looking for from me at the end of the day? What does he need from me? What does he desire from me? Is it just that I'm just supposed to be here? My parents didn't teach me anything. My parents are too old to really know. And basically I was just left to fend for myself and dealing with multiple dudes and trying to learn all along the way that I really didn't know what I was doing. It's like dead reckoning. And I'll listen to these content creators, but they're not really giving me that information, which is sad. But once again, there has to be, as women, I guess you can look for certain answers, seek mentorship, but a lot of that is going to take that one-on-one from someone that you view as credible and someone that you view as not just blowing smoke. or someone that's basically telling you what you're doing wrong and not what you could be doing right. Now, she mentioned something that was important that along her journey and along her discovery. She says, as time has gone on, I have learned that true femininity is being nurturing, loving, understanding, non-judgmental, non-critical, non-argumentative, combative, delivering opinions that may be perceived as negative in a gentle, delicate, and classy manner, but most importantly, sometimes refraining from giving your opinion at all if it compromises or can lead to compromising any other aspects of your femininity in the moment. Now, some women will say that's doing too much. I have to do all of this to be with a man. Basically, how am I going to be myself? A woman who's truly feminine commands her femininity. It just comes. And I know that's not natural for a lot of women. It doesn't mean that you're like, yes, master, doing this, holding your head down. Oh, did you talk to me, sir? Which I'm pretty sure some men would probably get off on. But you don't have to be that. You could be feminine and assertive. Those things aren't mutually exclusive. And a lot of women think that everything comes into slavery as opposed to servitude. Servitude, you should be serving your husband, right? And a man has certain obligations to you as well. And some of those do involve servitude. And I know a lot of you fellas don't like to hear that who are watching that, but it's just the fact of the matter. Whether they're grifters, whether you have some that are hypocrites, whether they don't live that, all we know, unless you know people personally, is what you see on this camera, right? What you see is what you get until somebody gets doxxed or somebody reveals something on content creator or information just comes across and they're outed. But all you have to go off of is what they deliver. You don't have to tune into anybody. A smart person gathers information from different sources, including self-discovery. And this goes for ladies as well. You have women, few women who have workshops. You have some extremists in this space, basically like you shouldn't date men at all. You have some who are just like, you're the problem, you're this, you're that, but hey, this is what we need to do. You have other ones who have, wife school, different things like that. But it all depends on what worked for you. Not everything is for everyone, but I think the most important lesson for women to learn, which sometimes you have content creators like Coach Corey Wayne, who actually coaches women on femininity and how to be more feminine and things like that. Because this is a concept that was brought up to me about what are men looking for? How do I be feminine for a man? And it's strange to hear a woman say that. How do I be feminine for a man? What exactly? It needs to be defined. Women are looking for that definition of what is it that I need to be doing? What is it that I should be doing? What is it that this man is looking from me? Who better to get it from a man at the end of the day to tell you, hey, based upon experience, this is how you should be acting. Can a man teach a woman to be feminine? I think we had that conversation before. You guys let me know your thoughts below in terms of that. But hey, you have coaches, you have male coaches that are coaching women on this. So I don't know, I'll just leave it at that. But let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think? Do you think that there are a bunch of grifters, charlatans, and other women that are being disingenuous in the space, in the red pill space? Or what's your thoughts on it? Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the phone link tree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. It helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. And that's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50
Cent.
50. Part 2.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Can't forget Tony.
50.
UK.